What's good, lads? Sira here. Let's get this bread. Rise, whilst having a limited choice compared to previous installments, does have a wide variety of armor pieces still for you to choose from. So today, I'm going to go over 19 armor pieces that I think will get you started with your endgame sets, and provide a good baseline for your set making going forward. Think of it like a shopping list for your HR 6 to 7 playtime. And remember, if you like this video, then go on, give us a sub and show off your sets in the comments. First things first though, since I expect that there may be some disagreement to my profound and celestial thought process, I thought I'd add this disclaimer to the very start, so my intentions cannot be misconstrued. You are not forced to use these pieces. You can use whatever the hell you like. This is a guide for pieces that Blademaster hunters can use, that help damage, and encourage an effective playstyle that targets weak points. That's right, these are your meta pieces. I know, terrible. Plus, some comfy alternatives. If that doesn't suit you, that's all good. This is just the stuff that I like to prioritize. Also, there is a set simulator that I use as made by the TA Wiki people that I've sworn by since Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, so if you want to make your own sets, I'll put it in the description for you to experiment. Alright, now that we're all on the same page, it's time to go over the high rank pieces to focus on from top to bottom. First up is Baroth. It has attack boost, offensive guard, and a freebie of defense boost 1 with slots at level 1 and 2. This is superb for things such as Lance and Charge Blade, although with some silk binds that guard like Sword and Shield's Shoryugeki, you can get some utility out of those tricky guard points. Next up is Zinogre. It has 1 point of weakness exploit and 1 point of latent power with a level 1 slot. Wex will feature as a priority skill offered in this video, being one of the most efficient damage boosts for the investment that it requires. Later on, this piece will be interchangeable and I will explain why. Finally, Almudron's Head. Slot-wise, these perky cat ears knock it out of the park. 2 level 2 slots is huge, and with the double points in Rapid Morph, here we have an easily customizable hat that's comfy for Charge Blade, meta for Switch Axe, and well worth your time. On to the chest pieces. For Diablos, this chest piece, much like the Baroth headpiece, is a guarding piece featuring a level 1 slot, 2 points in guard, and 1 point in offensive guard. I actually do use this on some of my guard reload gunlance sets, and it's pretty nice, since guard is a very expensive skill to slot. Next up is the Vike chest. This fishy number has a lot of utility based on just the sheer amount of slots that it offers. Rest assured, you'll be seeing this for a fair few set sims throughout your time in Kamura Village. After this, the Remobra shirt. It synergizes well with another piece later on for Crit Boost 3, and it's usable by pretty much every weapon, and does have 2 level 1 slots for a nice bit of utility. Finally, the Zinogre chest piece. Now this is the one that I mentioned before. It is essentially identical to the headpiece we covered earlier, so if you make both, you'll have some decent flexibility if you see a headpiece you like and want to use, and vice versa. You can just swap these around as you see fit. Looks like we'll be going swimming next. Let's pick our favourite armbands. First up is Renoplos. It's an early pick, this one, however it's a blessing for Charge Blade and Gunlance. 2 points in artillery with a level 2 slot is huge for what we have. It's so efficient, you'll pretty much keep these until you get an amazing charm for artillery setups, as it's basically artillery 3 just on one piece. Next we have Anjanath. It has 2 points in Slugger and 2 points in attack. It's wonderful for impact weapons, especially if you're lacking in charms to make up the difference between either skill. For more customization, however, you can swap these for the Rathlos arms. You lose Slugger, but you do gain a level 2 slot, so for weapons that have no need for KO damage, you can take these. Finally, a bit of an odd choice, the Sinister Arms. Magnamalo's arms are probably the best source of handicraft for armor pieces in the game right now, despite only having 2 points in said skill, and the freebie from Hellfire Cloak. However, the extra level 2 slot does help somewhat. This is pretty much going to be the most reliable source of handicraft for now, until the next title update. Okay, time to put on a belt and examine the waist pieces. Starting off with the Spear/Skada waist. It gives you 2 points in weakness exploit, that skill which boosts your damage significantly for a minuscule cost. I mean, it's a no-brainer. You'll be running this until you get your Wex 2 charm most likely. Next up is the Chrome Metal Coil, which has exactly the same setup as the Vike chest. Arguably it does have some more competition from the Bug waist, but it's still a solid piece for all weapons nonetheless. Next up is kind of a 3-piece comparison between Anjanath, Doba, and Rathlos. Now, for all general damage are pretty much identical. Mostly you're looking at them as an attack boost 2 with a level 2 slot. The trade-off is a point of wind resistance on Rathlos versus a point of dragon attack on Doba. Now those two get swapped off on Anjanath for 2 level 1 slots, so move that around as needs be. Finally, we move on to the leg pieces. For entry level, Hunter's S has attack boost 2 and a level 2 slot. It's nothing to sniff at, however there are better options down the line, presenting the Ingot Legs, attack boost 2 and critical eye 2. No slots, but absolutely huge skill value for a single piece. There's really not much else to say about how good this is other than, I mean, just look at it. Next up we do have Diablos S. This one does also favour weapons that can throw out an instant guard. A level 2 slot, 1 level in guard and 1 level in offensive guard has some good utility, but if I'm being honest I do have a confession to make. You see, I've lied to you all. I've listed all of these different sets of legwear for you to use, but really, there's one set of hammer pants that triumphs above all else. I present to you the Golden Hakama. These bad boys forged from Rajan give you crit boost 2 and 2 level 1 slots. Really, for all damage focused sets, this is the one you should be aiming for. Nothing else tops this if damage is all you're concerned about. Therefore, with a little bit of messing about, we can get ourselves the Zenogre head, the Remobra chest, the Rathalos arms, the Spear waist, and the golden legs. Throw a couple decos in there and attack 4, crit boost 3, weakness exploit 3, plus some leftovers. Nice and easy baseline to get you started. So, what did you think? I hope this gave you all a good idea of what to look for to begin with, and can help you if you're lost for ideas. You take it easy lads, and I'll see you all next time. Later.